Hello, everyone. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And we're going to get started on our new lesson plan 3, where Mr. Carew and I are going to be focusing on the cardiovascular endurance fitness component. And we're going to be involving different fitness exercises that relate to the fitness component as well. So let's get started. So everyone's going to need to be wearing their athletic shoes, their athletic clothes, because you're going to be up and you're going to be getting active. You're going to be moving around. We don't want you guys slipping on any tile floors, or even if you go outside, like, that's fine as well. Like, we don't want you guys injuring yourselves. We want you guys to be as mobile as you can with the clothes you're wearing. And make sure you're always in an open area, because we don't want you guys hitting someone or any objects and injuring yourselves. And also, you will be needing a yoga mat, something comfortable and something that you place on the ground. You can use a yoga mat or a towel. That's perfectly fine. Now we're going to get on to the next slide. What we're going to be doing today, first, we're going to be starting off with a dynamic stretching workout. So Mr. Carew is going to be presenting and holding that warm up. And then next, we're going to be doing the cardiovascular endurance fitness exercises. And then we're going to have a nice little lesson plan on setting SMART goals. So just to review, we're going to be doing dynamic stretches right before our activity. Like usual, there's dynamic and static. We're going to move into static next week. And dynamic stretches uses many muscle groups in your specific manner can be a part of your warm up. So this is something like myself and Mr. Crew always do before we get to the gym. We'll get to the gym, we'll stretch before we get started on an activity or a machine. And this is something that a lot of professional athletes do as well before they play sports, like before, like Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. He likes to warm up before games, as long as with all the other professionals in the sport as well. So we're going to get started. So first off, make sure you're in your open space, and we're going to get started with Mr. Crew holding the warm up, and he'll be giving you instructions. And let's get started.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Carew. So I'm here to do your guys' warm up. We're going to be doing the dynamic stretches today. As you guys know, dynamic stretches are things that you do when you're moving, that you do prior to a workout or doing an activity, so that you can make sure all your muscles and joints and bones are open, and so that you're properly stretched out and you reduce the risk of injury. So we're going to do some dynamic stretches. The first one we're going to do is we're going to do walking in zigzags. If you are inside and you're not able to go outside when you're doing this, it's okay to walk in place. You can walk in a straight line, but we want to give you guys some more movements and some more patterns you guys can do. So we're going to do a zigzag walk today. So for the next minute, you guys can walk in zigzags to warm your legs up. I'm going to do it as well with you. So here we go. And you can begin now. All right, everyone, come back to their screen now. We're going to move on to the second exercise. The second exercise we have is side shuffle. As you guys know, when we're side shuffling, we're down in almost a squat position, but a little bit higher. When we do move, if we move to the left, our foot will here. We will not touch it. We will slide behind. When you come here, slide this foot behind just like that. If you guys are ready, we're going to do side shuffle. You guys can get in your athletic stance. Sorry about the cars going by. I just want to be outside. It's nice weather out today, so I want to take advantage of that. Just get some nice fresh air. So here we go. Side shuffle and begin. Keep it up. You're doing great. You're doing great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up, everybody. Keep it up. You're doing great, everybody. You're doing great. You're doing great. More seconds. Doing great. Then you guys can stop. For our third exercise, we're going to do high leg swings. So if you're in place, you don't have to move. If you're inside, you don't have the opportunity to be outside moving or in a room moving. But when I'm doing it, I'm going to take my hand. It's going to come up and kick. So I'm going to kick same hand, same foot. Same hand, same foot. So we're going to do that moving. So if you guys are ready, here we go. in your pants and begin. Get those legs as high as possible. Go forward and backwards. You can go forwards, change directions. Just like that. And always go forward. Kick those legs nice and high. There we go. Or you guys can stop. Next one we're going to move on to is walking lunges. As we did a couple videos ago, we did some walking lunges, but we're going to get back to that. So you guys can stretch out those legs even more. So here we go. This is how you do a lunge. Foot out in front, down. Foot out in front, down. You can do it in place just like this. If you are inside, not able to move. If you are able to move, you lunge with each step, just like that. You guys can get in your lunge position and begin. I'm going to do half the time standing still, half the time walking. Keep it up, everybody. You're doing great. Doing great. Get all the way down there with your knee. I'm going to start walking now. You can walk in zigzag patterns if you'd like. Walk in any type pattern you want, or in a straight line. Does not matter. Just make sure you get that leg nice and far down. You're doing great. Keep that balance. Nice and steady. You guys are doing great. You guys can stop. Next one we're going to have is high knees. So here we go. Have my feet out in front of me. Feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring those knees nice and high up. So if you guys are ready, here we go. You can do this moving if you'd like, if you're outside like me, or you can do it standing still if you're inside. Doesn't matter, but here we go. As you feel comfortable, on your mark, get set, and go. Keep it up. A few more seconds. And stop. Again, this is a dynamic stretch. We do these before we work out or do an exercise because it helps us prevent injury and things like that. So this is a dynamic fitness warm-up. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Boom. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Crew. We're going to be moving on. Wait, my bad. Pause that real quick.
Everyone.
And the question after this activity is, why is it important? Like, why is performing dynamic stretch important? Just to review that, just so you can stretch out your muscles, stretch out your ligaments, so you can prevent injury before you get into a physical activity from exercising or playing a sport. Okay, so our main activity, we're going to be going over the understanding of cardiovascular endurance, the fitness component, and they're going to be practicing modified exercises that align with the fitness component as well. And just to review what the meaning of cardiovascular endurance, it is how efficiently your heart rate, like your heart, blood vessels, and lungs to supply oxygen-rich blood to working muscles during physical activity, and like aerobic activity like walking, running, cycling, or playing a sport for a prolonged period of time for more than 90 minutes usually. So you can just like run for like, go for a mile, like run for a mile, run 200 yards, jog in place. These are all physical activities that align with the fitness component of cardiovascular endurance. So during exercise, like your body may need 3 or 4 times your normal cardiac output because your muscles need more oxygen when you exert yourself. So the more you exercise, that's the reason why your heart beats faster, is because you're pumping more blood throughout your body because you need more oxygen supplied to your blood as well. So just showing how like your heart rate can be affected. The reason why you might feel like a pulse, like go thump 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 thump, it's all because your heart rate and the output and input of your heart is working. So like during our exercises, like we usually do, your heart typically beats faster so that more blood gets out to your body. And here are just some like over here in this little picture diagram I have some top 10 cardiovascular endurance exercises that you may see or you may have practiced, like crisscross jumps, super ball bounce, like run in place, usually what we do, a high knee march, like doing high knees, scissor skips where you're alternating feet back and forth, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, jump rope, box bounces, and frog jumps. So to get into our main activity, we're going to be doing burpees. So for the cues of burpees, it's going to be feet shoulder width apart, down to upright push-up position, do a push-up, and then feet come up into the center of the body and stand straight up and jump and complete. We're going to be doing this for a minute. So we're going to have a minute durations. And for the modified, you can do the modified push-up where you have your knees on the ground and you do the push-up. And instead of jumping like our man Greg is down here, you can do like a calf raise, a heel raise that we did last week as well. So you just have your toes and you'll just lift your heels off the ground. And then for the next exercise we're going to be doing squat jumps, kind of like the little frog jumps we just saw. So it's going to be just feet shoulders width apart, put pressure on your heels, sit at a 90-degree angle, go up and go down, back straight up, and explode upward. So as you can see, Jenny is exploding upward when she's going, like she goes down, then goes up, pushing all the way, pushing up to the ceiling with her legs. And the modification of this, if you don't feel comfortable jumping, you don't have to. You can just do like a nice little squat and go down to your comfortable position that you can. Okay, so the next exercises we're going to be doing jumping jacks. You're going to have your feet together, arms by your side, jump to feet, shoulder width apart, arms go overhead, jump back to base, and stance and complete for 1 minute. We're going to be doing this for 1 minute. We're going to be doing jumping jacks, and for the modification, students may step feet out inside of jumping, raising their hand and as high as possible. So remember, Mr. Crew is also going to be demonstrating these exercises so you get a better understanding of what you can and can't do. And the next one we're going to be doing that also focuses on the cardiovascular endurance fitness component is a run in place. So you're going to do have your feet shoulders width apart and kind of pump your arms and jog in place in a motion. And for the modification, you can go at your speed that is comfortable of your pace. So you can go at a slow pace, you can go at a medium pace, or you can go at a fast pace where you're pumping your arms and getting your moving your feet a lot faster. So Mr. Carew is going to start you guys on the main activity. So make sure you're in your open space, and we're going to get started.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Carew. This is going to be the activity video for cardiovascular endurance. So just a couple things about cardiovascular endurance about this exercise, the exercise and activity we're going to be doing. So we'll be doing less exercises this week for an extended period of time because we'll be working on our endurance. So we want to make sure that we can work at a maximum or at a good pace for a longer amount of time rather than be strength and it just be us doing like a 1 rep max or us doing something for a short amount of time very hard. We want to make sure that we can keep a good pace. So this is all about our cardiovascular endurance. So the first exercise is going to be burpees. So I'm just going to do one burpee to show you guys and we're going to get into activity. So make sure everybody has a clear space right now as well. So I'm going to give you guys 2 or 3 seconds to do that. All right, so the first one we're going to be doing burpee. We have our feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to go down into the upright push-up position. I'm going to do a push-up. I'm going to bring my feet in, and I'm going to jump. So everybody knows how to do that now. Again, for a modification, you can't do a push-up like that. You can have your knees down. Still make sure we have our weight out. We do a push-up, and we come back up. We still stand up, and we jump, just like that. So now we're going to be doing burpees for about the next minute. So everyone get ready, get set, and go. And as you guys can see, I'm inside, so I'm making sure you guys are getting cardiovascular exercises that you can do inside that'll work with your cardiovascular endurance. Me and Mr. Wallace are going to make sure we do that. You guys can be going at a faster pace than I am. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. We've got about 5 more seconds. And stop. All right, the second one we have is squat jumps. So for squat jumps, again, feet shoulder width apart. Squat down to our waist is about knee about knee level. Then when we come up, we bring our arms back. We explode and jump just like that. So we're going to be doing squat jumps for the next minute. Make sure that we do those. So here we go. We're going to continuously do these. So here we go. And begin. Keep it up, everyone. Make sure you get that nice deep squat. Explode up. Five more seconds. All right, everyone can stop. Next, our exercise 3 is going to be jumping jacks. So here we go. Jumping jacks and begin. Feet are together and they're outside. Just want to show you guys how to do a couple of those. So now we're ready. Feet are together and begin. And stop. Again, you guys can modify these exercises however you guys need to do them. Make sure you do them for the correct amount of time. So exercise 4, we have run in place. So our feet are going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to be in a running position, and we're going to run in place. We're not walking. We're not jogging. We're running in place. So here we go. For 1 minute. On your mark, you can also jog in an area if you'd like. But I'm going to run in place. So here we go. Make sure you're in a safe place. On your mark, get set, go. Make sure you're moving those arms as well. Rapid feet. We're doing great. We're doing great, everyone. We're doing great. Keep it up. Keep those rapid feet going. Here we go. Keep it up, everybody. We're getting it. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. You guys can stop. We appreciate everyone watching our cardiovascular endurance video. Again, we wanted to do smaller exercise, a little bit of exercises, but do them for a longer amount of time so we can work on our endurance and we can work on working hard for a longer period of time. As you can see, Mr. Crew is very tired. So if you guys want a little bit of a challenge, you could do this video again for a longer period of time. If not, you guys can always modify this video and any exercises on it so that you can do it in a way that's correct and will work well for you. Also, feel free to always do that. We appreciate you guys doing our activity.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Carew, for the enlightening and very educational video on cardiovascular endurance and exercises. And one question we want to ask you after each activity is, this one is, why does your heart rate go up when exercising? Like we just covered. And the last one, it's your body trying to get as much blood output to the rest of your body because you're respirating, breathing in and breathing out faster. So you're getting more oxygen to your blood and disposing it to the rest of your body, like your fingers and your toes and your arms and your legs, everywhere else. So you're going to take this minute to get a water break. So you guys can use the restroom, use the water, and be back here before the bomb explodes in 1 minute. Oh, there we go. 25 seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna get on to our health lesson plan. So we're gonna be practicing setting like goal setting smart. So we're gonna be setting smart goals, and for this activity we're gonna be practicing on creating a goal together, how to set smart goals, making a plan for your goal, and tracking your goal. So make sure you have a pencil, pen, and a piece of paper around you because you want to track down and record your goal as well because it's very important to set goals throughout life. Okay, so here's a little diagram we have right here. So, like I said, you're gonna need a pen, pencil, and a piece of paper. So I'm gonna let you guys get that for a second. I'll give you 15 seconds. Well, 30 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I want everybody to write down SMART at the side of their paper, going down from the side of the paper. So SMART, going in this formation as my mouse. So SMART, spelling out smart because we're going to be practicing smart goals. So for the first letter, S, because SMART is an acronym that we can, like, SMART is the acronym that we use to help us set very realistic and attainable goals. So for the first one, S, I want everybody to sit down and brainstorm. Think of your goal. Be very specific. And like you can set, like, for example, you can set real numbers and real deadlines for this. So be specific. Like example is, I want to become I want to become a teacher. Like that was my goal. I want to be a phys ed teacher. And by the time I graduate from college, so I want to become a teacher by the year of 2021. So, or if you want to become an actor, write down what kind of actor. Like I want to be an action movie actor or something like that. Or if you want to be a nurse, you can write down you want to be a nurse. So take this moment and write down what your goal is. You can also use this at like goals as health enhancing. Like I want to gain more muscle. I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle and by in 2 months. So write that down. Take this time to write down your goal. So once you got your goal written down, next we're going to be doing on the M. So we're going to be going to the letter M that you have. And what you want to do for M is you want to make sure your goal is trackable. So it says up here measurable. M stands for measurable. So think of how you can track your goal. Like you can have like a journal writing down every day what you do to that you can strive to achieve your goal. Like if, like, for example, if you want to gain more muscle, you can track your diet of eating protein, of like eating meats like turkey and steak, beef and stuff like that. Or you can for like if you want to pass a really big test like your SATs when you get older, or just a little test or anything like that, you want to write what you do that you can track your goals. So you can put in a journal and write down your dates and when you can track your goal of writing down what you do each time. Like I studied this amount of time, I read a book for this amount of time, and it was on my goal. So take your time and you can write down ways of how you can track your goal. So you can track it with a journal. You could track it with just writing down what you do on a daily basis of what you want to accomplish and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you this time to write that down. Okay, next for attainable. For attainable, you want to write down uh, the work that must be done like to achieve your goal. So for example, if you want to become a teacher, you want to write down like your steps of how you want to attain your specific goal. So like if you want to be a teacher, you got to write down like you want to go to college, like you want to graduate high school or graduate, like get done with elementary school, do good in middle school, graduate from high school with great grades, and then go to a good college and graduate from college from there, and in whatever degree you want. Or if you want to be an electrician, you could write down the steps of becoming an electrician, or the steps of like for if you want to be a really good baseball player, like say if you want to play baseball or any sport in college, you got to write down the steps that you can attain to achieve your goal. So for like sports, exercise, practice on the field more, or anything like that. So I'm gonna give you this moment so you can write down the steps that you have to complete to attain and achieve your goal. I'm gonna give you guys 15 more seconds. And stop. So I have, which I hope you have your steps that you have written down that you can attain and achieve your goal. For the next one, letter R stands for realistic. So you want to be honest with yourself. You know what you and your team are capable of. So you want to be realistic. You don't want to choose anything like fiction. You want to be realistic on how you're going to achieve your goal. So write down some realistic things that you can do to achieve your goal, like studying, working hard, and like different items like that. So you want to be realistic with yourself. You want to choose a real goal that you can achieve. So I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds to write down realistic events that you can do to achieve your goal, and ways or strategies that you can really get there and achieve it. Okay. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to do that and go. 15 seconds. Okay, everyone can stop. Next, we're going to be working on the T, the last letter of the acronym of SMART. So T stands for time bound. So you really want to give yourself a deadline or a prediction or a goal date of when you want to achieve your goal. So really think about when you want to achieve your goal, and you want to write that down and record it so you have kind of like a time frame of how you want to work towards that goal. So if I want to gain more muscle in 3 months, I gotta write down I want to gain more muscle weight in June. So like that would be like June. So you can write down June 20th. You want to be specific and give yourself a time frame so you can work harder in that time slots to achieve your goal. So I'm gonna give you 20 seconds to write down your deadline or your time that you want to finish and achieve your goal. And go. 10 seconds. And stop. So I wish we were all in person and I could like ask students and ask everyone like what their goals are, because I would love to find out what everyone's goals are. And it's very important. I want to encourage everyone to work hard and try to dream and work really hard for your goals and never give up. If you got a goal that you really want to work for, no matter what other people think or what everyone else thinks of it, if you are happy with that goal and you want to achieve it, work hard to it. I want you to push and have that drive to complete your SMART goal. So just to review the health lesson on goal setting, we just went over the acronym for SMART goals. So S is specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. Okay, everyone. So if you can take out your iPods, your iPhone, or tablet, and you can scan this barcode right here, I'm gonna give you a few seconds to scan this, and this barcode should take you to the Flipgrid website where you can answer our quiz assessment after our lesson. So, what is one cardiovascular endurance exercise we did during today's lesson? And did we start with dynamic or static stretches? And why did your your heartbeat speed up when doing cardiovascular exercise? So, don't forget to scan this code. Hopefully, everyone has that. And so for next week, we're going to be practicing more modified exercises that work in flexibility and fitness, like flexibility, fitness component, and everyone will need the same equipment. So I hope everyone comes back and watches our lesson for next week. And I'm looking forward to making it and having everyone participate. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great weekend.